True, you're right. Hi, it's Matthew.
Indeed.
Wait, what?
No.
Nope.
Just start at the starting screen.
Oh, true. This is our app for 1120. Anyway, here we go. B, what'd you do?
I worked on a character trait screen so the user can put in all the information about their character. I'll give more specifics about what that includes when you're demoing the app. I also worked on an additional way to get stats for the character and rolling dice instead of just the point buy.
I worked on the equipment screen, basically allowing users to select a weapon, and then I worked on getting everything actually pushed to Firebase under a specific user.
I also tried working on adding the API and it wasn't working, and I need to keep working on that. I tried several different things, but something went wrong with every single one of them. We're working on it.
Into the app demo. Same home screen. We don't have this going quite
No,
yet.
that's not changed. Is that new?
I might have added a dragon.
No, I remember the dragon.
I think, did we have the screen going last time?
I don't remember.
No.
This might be new.
This is new as well. I kind of forgot that I created just a very basic character screen. I should have thrown it in there. It took me like
5 minutes.
It took me, literally, I think I spent 10 minutes on it. I threw it in item. Anyways, let's do.
Well, we should name it after our professor.
Yeah, true. Dan at Dan.com. Dan is a human. Actually, I've already demoed this before.
Yeah.
Dan is a human cleric because he
Don't
will save my
insult
grade.
our professor.
He's going to save my grade.
Don't call him a barbarian.
He's a.
What's the least insulting one?
A warlock at code. How about wizard? Because they use their brains and they're intelligent. Please give me a name. Anyways, for Dan's background, I didn't think this through. He's a soldier in the battle for computer science. I'm gonna say you're good at medicine and religion, and you speak Abyssal. That's non-negotiable, I'm afraid. So that's
my dice roller.
Oh yes. Sorry.
My dice roller. And this fun little thing that I got most of the code for it off the internet, but it's really nice and I like it. It pops out. I had to implement it. This one not implemented yet, but my dice roller can't roll. It'll come up with this. Essentially, it adds up the 4 and subtracts the lowest one, and you can pick whichever one you want to put that for. You save it for your selection, and it goes down here, and you could do that for all of them. I don't think we need to do all 6. No. Matthew, your equipment.
My equipment. This is the equipment screen. It basically has all these basic weapons that you can select. None basically displays nothing. And then you got like crossbow, whatever else. It's pretty simple.
Which one would Dr. Dan use?
Good question. I kind of forgot that was the premise of. You did give him 9s to all stats, I want to say, which is
No, 16 to intelligence.
That's true. He does have 0 strength though, so he's gonna fall over. He will collapse.
He's doing fine.
All right, respectable. I would say I guess it's like a really intelligent. The short bow. Next.
Here is my kind of immense character trait screen. So you get to pick your alignment, which I feel like you may be lawful good.
We hope.
I hope. Then your faith, Christmas. No. Comfortable?
Probably comfortable.
We're making judgments.
That's fair.
I think he is aristocratic. Extreme luxury. CBU pays enough for that, I think.
CBU pays millions of dollars per year.
And if I go back, it saves that. I do not want to fill all that out personally, but something new that I put in is you hit that and it goes to the next one instead of just popping out. And I think that's neat. The very last one is the checksum. The emulator's weird, but that's all right. We don't need to worry about that. So I'm not filling in all this stuff, but personality traits. So there's those, and then there's all your extra stuff. And I think that's it. I worked on the AI image generation, but it doesn't work. But it's going to use the information from the screen. So there's that.
Only other thing to show is, so we have user profiles here, and don't mind this. I didn't need to delete it. It's a remnant of past stuff. I was trying to figure out how this works. Okay, so basically it gets saved to the individual user. So this is my Matthew Craig user. I have some leftover stuff in here. Don't mind those either. Yeah, basically you have a collection tied to each user. And then these are all our character names. So we can click on Dan. And then Dan has really low scores. The dice roller isn't hooked up to Firebase yet.
The new stuff isn't. And neither is the character trait stuff.
We'll demo why in a minute. But this
I don't need to. I don't think he cares.
That's fair.
It just doesn't work yet.
This stuff does work though. I can show on boy Dingus here. Dingus has stats that are reflected.
Hey, what are my stats?
Oh god. Actually pretty good. I gave you 16 charisma, 16 dexterity, and 16 wisdom. I did, however, completely dump your constitution, intelligence, and strength, which I think wasn't very nice. And was not intentional. I think I randomly selected.
I'm smart.
No, I do.
This is why you delete my files.
No, it was an accident. Anyways, on to the code demo. I guess we technically worked on character.
Right. What was...
True.
What did
Hold
we
on.
say first?
Good. Yes. I threw that in a file called character traits.
This is essentially just a really big form, as you can see by all of these text controllers.
That scared me when I saw it. I'm gonna be real.
There's a lot. But yeah, I put the things in different screens, widgets, so I didn't have them all down here. It just felt nicer to keep them up here. This is where I use the .next. There's a lot. Yeah, and then in the build widget, I set what the main content is and set it equal to those. Yeah, there's nothing that special, I think. We've got the segmented button again that I used somewhere else. I don't remember where I used the segmented button before. The proficiencies of languages. Yeah. The dice roller was
Dice
next.
roller
That's down here
and
somewhere.
widgets.
Down here somewhere.
It is. Keep going down. It is.
I had to import the math thing so that I could use random, so I could randomize the dice, so I could roll the dice. They're numbered poorly because I originally had 6 and then realized I didn't need all of them, and then I got rid of them in the worst way possible. So we have 1, 2, 4, and 5. I want to work on for next time making it look like they're rolling, so showing, like, rapidly showing random things until it lands on whatever it is. Yeah. There's the assets. I had to figure that out again. It's been a little
It's
while.
really annoying to get them going, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. What's up next? Equipment's actually pretty simple. I'm not going to spend too long on it because it's really not bad at all. If I can find it.
You're so good at finding
I'm
files.
fantastic at finding files. Okay. Equipment currently takes in character name, race name, class name. Because of the way that I'm using it to save data, I need to go back through. I think there's probably a better way of doing this. So far, I've kind of been tagging these along and then throwing them into everything in order to call the new files, basically, and then send it to Firestore. Essentially, the reason I have to do this is because the way I have Firestore set up is I'm saying, hey, go here, grab the UUID, Sorry, we have an army coming in. We're doing this in the CSDS room. Yeah, okay. And then it grabs the character name and then stores it there. Okay. Sorry, there's a ton of people. I'm getting really distracted. I have a couple different weapons that you can grab. This will get updated later. I have these lists that say, like, hey, here's weapons of different types. The main brunt of the data is stored in this data thing up here, and then I have weapon data, and then this is where I'm storing everything and its gold value, basically mapping it to the values.
I have several of those files too from the character traits screen, but they're not anything special.
They're kind of just incredibly useful.
Yeah, they look like every other one we've had. That is the stats screen.
This is the stats screen.
That
don't want that one. I want specific screen. Specific screen. This is.
Did that get changed?
Yes, because this is where I'm doing the first bit of. I do it a couple times throughout the different files, but I want to show it here. Here's the issue I'm having at the moment. Basically, the way I'm doing this is I'm saying, okay, grab the current user. I'm grabbing their UUID, making sure it's not null, and then I'm saying, okay, go to Firestore, go to this UUID, go to characters, and then we're going to call this character name. And then we're saying, okay, set race, class, background, proficiencies, and languages to
You're setting
this.
all of them every time?
Through here. The reason I'm doing that is because I was having an issue with Firestore before this, where I would try to send it to this UUID, but it would get stuck here for some reason if I wasn't sending everything. So I think I was looking into it, so I'm going to try to get this going this week. I believe there's a merge function so that when I send another thing to this already pre-existing collection characters, and then to the existing document of character name, that'll merge into this instead of like overwriting or just abandoning and putting it in this default one over
Why
here.
am I proficient in athletics and survival?
Because you'd survive. You lived in Washington by the trees.
What about athletics?
Those are the default
Wow.
ones. I think I changed it. I think I have 9s. So that you beat my scores at least. Anyways, so I'm gonna go through here this week. That's why some of these like import or not import statement, but the constructor look kind of funky because I am literally currently tagging along everything, which I don't want to do. So I need to figure out how the merge function works so I can just kind of do it that way. This way works. It is tedious though and annoying to keep track of. So in the future we're gonna work on it. That's all I got.